Hello and welcome everyone to Pandora's Tarot. These are the readings for the month of August. And as I always say, remember to check not only your sun sign but also your rising and your moon sign, especially the moon sign for women and for those who were born during the night. It can be really powerful, and all three aspects conform, the energies that could manifest in each and every one of us in our lives, right? So please remember to check the three videos. If you can't, do check at least your rising sign, okay? Because that would be one of the most important. And as I always say, if you would like to contact me for a private reading, you can do so at pandorastarot@gmail.com. You can find the address in the description box below this video, so you can just copy paste from there. And of course, thank you for spending your time with me. Thank you for subscribing, for liking, for sharing, for commenting. I love the community that has formed around these videos. So thank you again, and let's move on to the readings. Welcome back, Libra. Let's start right away with your reading. We have in the challenge position the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is a card that represents the highest money card in the tarot. Okay, now money, it's energy, so it's a form of energy that represents a resource. So it might not manifest as actual money for each and every one of you, but let's say it's a resource, an abundant resource that will come to you in the month of August, Libra. So that's great news. It might even start getting to you late July, early August. And another thing is that with this resource that comes in abundance to you, it might even be a change in your social status, because that's another meaning of this card. There's a higher it's moving on to the next step in the social ladder in a way. So that's a good thing. One thing to keep in mind with this card is that it also talks about cold relationships within a family unit, okay? Because they are okay in terms of monetary resources, but the relationship between them is rather cold. So keep in mind that you don't focus too much on this money or whatever resource comes your way, and you forget to take care of the rest of the areas of your life or the relationships with the people around you. But again, a really good card. You will be focusing on what to do with this resource that comes your way in the month of August, okay? That is your focus. It could even be that for some of you, you get a raise. It could be a promotion. Promotion would be more accurate, more than a raise, because it comes with a higher social status. It could be that you get a new job, a new position where you actually, again, it gives you some kind of social status. But like I say, you will be focusing on managing this resource, and you will be using it to start some kind of, could be creative endeavor, or an endeavor that requires you to use your creativity and to use it in a new way, to embark yourself in a path that requires you to do things in a different way. That's what this Ace of Wands represents, trying to do things in a new, trying to innovate in some area in this path that you're embarking on. And the Wands is the element of fire. So the fire is creation. The fire is also passion. So it could be that you finally get the resource to start on this project that it has been a passion of yours for quite some time, but you have not been able to get on to do it because of this lack of resource, and now you can, or lack of even contacts, because if it is that you move up in the social ladder, now you can make some connections with people that can help you get this started, okay? So it's a really good month actually, as a general thing. Now here's the interesting part. You have in the position of the things you won't be able to avoid, the Highest Priestess. This is the card that has come up a lot, okay? One of the main messages from this month is that we need to reconnect with our intuition, And our intuition is basically our inner guidance. So there is this message for all of us to really go inwards, and that's one of the things that the highest priestess, of course, talks about. Another thing that she talks about is about this is someone who's a really wise woman, but at the same time she's not loud about it. Okay, she keeps to herself. She is very careful about sharing information, about giving herself to others. She is someone who is also connected to this sort of arts like the tarot or something like astrology or numerology. She's connected with all of those things. This is why she is, again, connected with a knowledge that is also perhaps hidden. But at the same time, she's very careful to not divulge this knowledge to anyone, or to, it's someone who is very cautious, okay? And this is an attitude that the tarot is telling you that you need to adopt, and that you won't be able to avoid in terms of adopting this if you want this to succeed. Because it does feel like, since this is something completely new for you, and even not only it is new, but it's so different from anything you have tried before, to avoid anyone else's opinion and trying to tell you what to do or what not to do, the tarot is telling you maybe you should keep it to yourself until you have something to show, until you have some results to show, okay? And the help you're going to receive, you have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is a card that represents expansion, okay? It's actually contemplating new paths, new different paths to do the things that you want to do, the things you want to achieve. So this upgrade in your social status, this new beginning with this project, will allow you to actually open new doors, okay? It will actually show you that the world is much bigger than you imagine, and it will also, it's an endeavor that right away you will start to look for things, for ways to expand it, okay? It's not something that will be small for a very long time. I think it's something that right away you will see, yeah, this is something that needs to be seen by the world, or that needs to have other channels to express itself, okay? Now, as the final card, we have the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is a card that represents, first of all, it's a card that represents Cupid, okay? So it could be that throughout this new endeavor, this new, path in your life, you meet someone. It's going to be a relationship that it's very light-hearted, okay? Because Cupid is the type of, it's a kid, so he has fun, and it's a type of relationship that will allow you to reconnect with a more fun and light-hearted side of love. It could be for some of you that, especially if you have been looking to get pregnant, by the end of the month of August, you will find out that you're pregnant. Also, it could be that you finally say you get the resources. If you have been trying to get pregnant and you haven't been able to do so, perhaps you finally get the resource to try this new treatment or fertility treatment to get pregnant, and it turns out to be good. Okay, it actually gives good results. Another thing it could be is that if it's not something related to love or kids, first of all, it could be that this endeavor turns out to be better aimed at kids. It also means, he is offering out a cup. So it could be that this new path, this new endeavor that you're trying to develop, makes you or puts you in a position where you start to receive offers. Okay, I don't think you're going to look at this as a very serious offer, in terms of, especially if it's related to a career or money or something like that. But it could be the beginning of more offers coming your way. Okay, if it is an offer in terms of money or something related to your career, really look into it. Okay, with Pay attention to details, because it is a mischievous kid, so he likes to play pranks and all that sort of thing. So with kids and with love, that might not be so, it's not a bad thing, but when it comes to contracts and business relationship and all of that, it could be that they're acting like a kid, or they're not mature enough to handle whatever it is, or they're just trying to play tricks on you. Take that into consideration. But overall, it's a great month. A great for you to finally expand and work on what is that it has been your, actually I think, your true passion. Okay, this Ace of Wands that we have right in the middle. Remember, don't talk to everyone about it. Wait until you have some results to show. So I hope this is helpful, Libra, and I'll see you next month. Take care.